Okay everyone, in this video we will be talking about one of my favourite champions, crowd control specialists, Elite Poisoner. He's an absolute tank. You can make him pretty quick, you can give him ridiculous accuracy. And this champion was my very first legendary from a blue shard, no less. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about not the man you see before you, but Nethril. Now, I pulled Nethril at times 2, maybe 7-8 months ago. At the same time, I got Occult Brawler and Rain Beast. Nethril was just a bit of a changer as far as the account went. Now, what will we show you first? We could just show you what it looks like. His kit is pretty good. And he looks... I like the jacket, I'm not gonna lie. I think they bought the scarifications a bit much, but it's a pretty cool jacket. So let's not get too carried away with the jacket. So anyway, we'll go have a look through the skills. So he attacks one enemy 3 times, 30% chance of placing a 5% poison for 2 turns. Pick up to a 50% chance, which if you give him accuracy and it's pretty high, then you're going to be landing it every single time. It is a great move. I use him in Ice Golem. I could put him in at Minotaur, most of the potion keeps. But he's really good in Ice Golem because he's got a clan boss build at the moment, so he's quite tanky. Good accuracy, still pretty fast. So yeah, he'll take the damage and keep on going. And he will throw poisons for days when he's in the clan boss. He can fill the bar by himself, easy. No problems whatsoever. The damage is kind of irrelevant, I think. I think the attacks are irrelevant. They're so-so. You can build them to hit, but the poisons are pretty much what we're going for here. And if you give him accuracy and get this booked, he will land 100% of the time. The second move, AoE, 50% chance of placing a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Places a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns if the target is not under a stun debuff. So this move I like. You can blow them out to do damage and he will hit folk with us pretty big, but the utility factor of placing a stun for crowd control to stop the enemies coming at you, mitigate any damage, control them, give your team a chance to succeed, heal any of these things. He's useful anywhere. So this 50% chance of placing a stun, it's up to 75% chance. Give him good accuracy, then he will land it most of the time. Alright, it's irrelevant that it's not 100%, he will land it pretty much most of the time. You get a cooldown, it goes to 3 turns, which is pretty good. Put him with Apothecary, somebody to speed him up, that just comes back faster. The damage based on attack is not what you're going for your accuracy to land the stun, and if you don't, you will land a decreased speed. And it's pretty much one of the ways I use to control waves and pretty much kick their ass effectively. So Bat Swarm, AoE, this is one we have not got booked, decreases the turn meter by 75%. Yeah, does exactly what it says on the tin. Decreases the turn meter by 75%. Unless they're really high accuracy, resistance, resistance, then it may not go down, but most of the time you will put this down. It doesn't matter, it doesn't go to 100%. When I use him in like an arena, he's got a clan boss build, he's in there purely for the turn meter, a little bit of poison, but the stuns as well. First thing I do is decrease turn meter. If you go auto, he does his A2 before the A3. but I like this move. Fire Knight. I've used my Fire Knight, I've done the same thing. Spider, I've made him a tank. Feel like they increase the turn meter. He is pretty much useful anywhere. He's a great legendary champion. And I will show you how he's built. So I think I could have got a bit more accuracy, but I don't know what I was doing here. Increase accuracy, yes. Okay, a little bit of turn meter manipulation, yeah, okay. So, and effectively your clan boss build on the offensive. So how I've got him built is accuracy sets and a defense set. Stuff has been glyphed, but it's just level 1, level 2 glyphs. It isn't anything. I haven't built out on big glyphs yet. So he's 38,000 HP, 2100 attack, which neither here nor there because we're not using him for his attack. His defense is a bit low. He does alright. His defense is a little bit alright. 194 speed, low crit rate, crit damage 107, and special. Accuracy is 284. That's what he's there for. Land the stun, decrease their meter, put on the poison, slow people down. So, on to battle we go. I'll put him in a composition in Nightmare. So, we try this one. So we've got, we'll just put him in a team. Get rid of her, so we'll put an Apothecary for speed up, Nethril. This is effectively my this could effectively be my bloody Ice Golem team going in. And Nethril, Roth is just to give him a hit, why not? But the aim here, we'll keep it a miscreated monster for even more crowd control, but we'll try to show off Nethril, so we'll start here. We're just going to auto through it. You'll probably go A2 before he goes A3, which means you'll put all the stuns before he decreases turn meter, which neither here nor there, but I prefer normally the A3 first, then the A2, and then lead him with the poison. So we have stuns, we've got decreased attack, we've got decreased defense. In no danger, we're doing good. It doesn't matter how long it takes us, it's just getting it done, so if it's a longer time, it's not speed on, it makes no difference. So you see how Nethril helps everybody out here. So he's laying 2 out of 3 poisons. That's done on 1, which is a bit of a shame. No worries though. Cracking on, we're still HP is pretty high. Ain't nobody in danger. Like I say, keep it in miscreated monster of this team and remove Stagnite and do even more crowd control. So we've decreased turn meter, then I'm not getting a shot, giving us time to throw in more damage. Nethril back with the poisons, waiting for these cooldowns. Ghastly Horrors, the stuns are back, taking somebody out. Setting up with Rotos to get the kill. And we could crack on, but I just think campaign can be a little bit boring, so what we're going to do is I'll show you, we'll just go, we'll jump into a few of these. Well, composition, yeah, Nethril, Royal Guard, crowd control, specialist team, miscreated monster and Nethril. Just work pretty much amazing together. If he misses a stun, then Frankie can put it on, and likewise. So 1 stun, 2 stuns, not great, but we've got a kill, we've got a block revive, we've got a second kill, extra turn. Rotos is a beast. If he gets nerfed, I'm going to be raging because he's pretty much my best legendary. And he got to nerf him. Just bring everybody up to his standard of it. make everybody better and leave Rotos. You built him to be that type of character. Why change it? But anyway, we're going to just go back to Nethril here, where we lose sight of the topic. Waiting for the cooldowns to come down. It throws out a couple of poisons. Everybody's waiting for cooldowns now. A stun, the poison should finish it off. Right, okay, 1 minute. We've all got high HP, we've pretty much taken not a lot of damage. We're at the boss, we've got a stun. We've got 2 stuns. Great crowd control, I haven't taken a hit, he will die before he gets a turn. His buddy's still stunned, so he's not a threat whatsoever. Decreased speed. Royal Guard takes him out, so now it's just us and there's somebody to be chamfer. Some dude's dad or his brother or something. Get chopping this guy down far too easy. But the crowd control is good, we take no damage. He will definitely help any composition, doesn't have to be the champions I've got. He works good with War Maiden, putting Kale, extra poison, extra damage. He works well with a lot of people. Apothecary, giving him more speed. We'll go Minotaur. And we'll jump in here and it's pretty much the same team. You'll notice that on this account it is pretty much the same team. There is a lot of uses for certain champions in dungeons, so you've got to mess around with it. Okay, we've got stands up and we've got damage coming in. Decrease turn meter, we'll focus on Nethril again. Decreasing turn meter gets a kill, nullifying any attack whatsoever. We will take no damage in this wave at all. From that point, wave 2, we're in no danger, but still he's doing good and he's not built for dungeons, he is built for clan boss, remember. If your Royal Guard dies, yeah, it's pretty much not important. The poison in Rotos will make up for how flimsy he sometimes can be. Okay, boss time, a key crit heal while he heals from Apothecary. Brings him back to max, decrease speed. Going into control now. One of them's down, Nethril's coming up. 1 out of 3 for 3 turns, I mean we'll take it. That is where a lot of your damage should come from. It's smart to have poison somewhere. Take care of the nads to avoid debuffs and whatnot. Limelight being stolen by Rotos again. But as team comp, he will nullify them with turn meter. He will stun them, decrease speed, helping other people alongside Mickey and Motter, who has a stun as well. Decrease speed with Royal Guard. And Rotos is just extra damage. And there we have it. Pretty much Nethril in this team, he will work. Okay, let's call him, I think. I like him in this one purely for the fact that he's built kind of tanky. And we'll show you yet again, pretty much goes to the same team. Apart from mistreating monsters, this is the crowd control. And this is where we're going to really see it. We're going to rely on crowd control for the waves. I just hate how Nethril does the A2. He could have done the A3, put turn meter down, but no, he did the stuns before he reduced turn meter. crazy because there was stuns up, so why would he put a stun up? But anyway, cracking on, nobody's in danger. This is a 100% you're going to win, doesn't matter the time, could be 4 or 5 minutes, as long as the team you put together can do what you want them to do. Nethril will be support, turn meter stuns and poisons. That's his only job. His job is not to do damage. That's what roll toss is there for. His job is not to decrease defense or attack. Here we have Stagnite, Apothecary for speed and heals, keep everybody moving. And a little bit of continuous heal, some fears. As far as crowd control to go with Frankie's stun as well. As long as the stuns are coming at different times. Along with the increased turn meter, we should basically take no damage, or very little, if we take any. You're probably not going to avoid the screech thing from these, well, this hound at the front, but it's not hugely important. It doesn't seem to phase people that much. We've got a few clan boss builds here, so we're just going to sustain, take a little bit of damage. We'll get a bit of healing done. Decrease turn meter. Now they're dead, it's game over. We are going on to the ice column now. Down by. Now Rotos we have here because he can block revive. Which if you manual this fight, you can make sure you always do the A3 when you need to basically time it rather than just rely on RNG. Everybody here is basically here to support each other and the damage can flow. That's why we have the stuns and decreased turn meter coming in. That's why it's that important. We control the nads, take him out, hit the ice column and repeat. If he slams you when they're both alive, he will do 100% more damage and 50% damage more if one's alive. Decrease turn meter a bit more. This can obviously work against you if you do too much damage, he will slam you harder. Just have to keep that in mind. We are going to be boosting turn meter. Still going to be putting out stuns and poisons. We're building a stack. We want that poison effectively continuous. Revive blocked. Meaning we have one person for Nethril and just getting master to just stun. And just turn meter off. And this is not a speed team for sure. Now we're on to ice golem until he revives, and we'll see if we can take a little chunk out of his butt. We have to keep poisons, keep him going. I have to keep poisons on. Be a big source of the damage. And that's the damage he won't slam you for. Rotos coming in with a big hit. More poisons again. Nethril as a single poisoner, keeping the bar basically full of poison. It is really impressive. I mean, Banshee can do the same, but Nethril's movesets as far as crowd control and poisoning are really well put together. Well, we have lost Frankie, but it's not really important. At this point, we are going to be winning this. Ain't nobody losing. The guaranteed win. It just goes to show the power of decreased turn meter, stun, and poison. Yeah, I think a clan boss key. Nah. So, for my very first legendary, he is pretty awesome. He is pretty good, and he's old check reviews. Clan boss, as far as poison goes, he's a 5. Arena offense, if you build him right, yeah, he could be a 5 if you build him right. Spider's Den, that's CSM. Campaign, he is awesome, and you get later on. Fire Knight, 4/5, 4/5. So Dragon's Lair, he's a very good poisoner, you keep him alive. I mean, if you're going for poison alone, he's a 5. One of the best poisoners in the game. Minotaur Shame, you can just poison him. Arena Defense, he's a 5 because he can reduce turn meter, he can stun you. Meaning if you lose, it could be longer, and if it's close to reset, people ain't sticking around to kill a team if it's going to be 3 minutes. It just ain't going to happen. It's going to be decreased defense, and he can do damage with his AoEs, yes. No, I'll confirm that one, yeah. Ice Golden Peak, you just seen. Perfect. Spirit Keep, you can pretty much with the waves. So I'll say for Void Keep, Void, yeah, I like the crowd control. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the crowd control. And Faction Mercy is awesome. Faction Mercy will really help your account. So overall, I think for being my very first legendary, and the moves and the look that he does, he is one of the best poisoners in the game. I mean, there is better, but still, I think as a single poisoner with so much utility, like stuns, decreased speed, or decreased turn meter, I think he's rare in the fact that he does that. Like no other poisoner is pretty much quite like him. Kyle can reduce a little bit of turn meter as well, but he's just pure poison. So overall, really happy with my first legendary, and we're going to cut it here. We're not going to jump into arena and none of that things. This was just a little showcase of how good he is, and if you pull him, work on him, get him to 60, get him the accuracy banner. I'll quickly show you. Let's see, it's 284 and I still need to increase that, and I don't need to, but I could. Same with this crit damage, because that wasn't important. It's the glyph for accuracy. Defense for the clan boss build. Defense with the gloves as well, and defense HP with the chest, keep him alive. Speed boots. We obviously have defense here, 22%. Bit of accuracy that I could glyph also if I chose to. Defense again, defense for this particular build, clan boss. He's a bit low, but he put a couple of. Hell, I could lose the accuracy and give a defense at the bottom for the banner. It'd be good. But overall, he is built really well. You can use him everywhere. You can take him into faction wars. He will dramatically increase the damage in your clan boss team. If you're looking for a poisoner, he will help you in arena. Defensively, he can piss off teams as well. I think if you get him, you're extremely lucky. And I'm going to leave it here, but this was my little video showing off my buddy Nethril, my first legendary, and how good he is, and showing you overall stats of what he does, in case anybody's interested. But again guys, we come to the end of this little video that we're doing today, so if you've made it this far, thank you very much, and as always, I'll see you next time.